where we're talking about scrapping out units, how many changeouts do you do per year, roughly?
Per year,
Per year.
yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you what the exact number is. I mean, I
That's a lot.
know, I know, because like I mean, we change more compressors than we change systems. So
Oh yeah.
because compressor fails. I mean, it's either fork out X amount of dollars for Freon, and depending on the warranty company's coverage, or fork out thousands of dollars to replace the system.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you can't afford it, then they'll just take the repair route, change the compressor, and I mean, we had cashed in the compressors at the scrapyard like a month or so ago, and we had 200 compressors and came out to 14,000 pounds of compressor by the time we were done. So
That's amazing. 14,000 pounds.
yes.
So, what's your biggest scrap bill, or not bill, but payment that you've gotten? Is that it?
Yeah, it was last year because we did the. It wasn't all in one trip because we had to split because the compressors end up being one trip by itself, but like we'll do just scrap just to kind of break up, and that's it usually ends up being like give or take $100. I mean, because scrap is like next to nothing, and
Yeah.
then we'll end up taking like the coils, the copper coils, copper, whole pile of motors. I mean, so if I combine, usually when I do that, I usually end up with a couple grand by the time we're done. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's nice. It's good winter work too. I mean, you can save it for the winter. All them days when people aren't calling because it's 70 and everything's great anyway. They don't need you.
I mean, it's great because it covers my office rent, because my office rent's $1,250 a month, or 1,200 a month, and so I mean, I usually end up by the time, like if we take a couple of days, like I owe rent. I usually try and pay a couple months ahead. Like when we cashed in the compressors, I was able to cover 3 months worth of rent, so I got ahead. So my next payment is not due until beginning of June. So if I break down, take a couple days in the month of May and cash in scrap stuff and break down the old units that are there, by the time we're done, I'll have June's rent covered just for
It's a good
half
idea.
a day's worth of work. I mean, so
No, that's not bad at all. That's pretty good. It made me think of something else though. Businesses, they get older, they evolve over time. Going forward, like you talk about paying rent. I mean, is there any other investment you're going to make to change your company and evolve it in any way? Do you like where
I
you're
doubt
at? I
it.
mean,
I don't. I
if it
don't
works,
want.
why change it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if it ain't
Yeah.
broke, don't fix it. I mean, I've hired a few people, and it just that weren't family or people I didn't know, and
Mm-hmm.
just didn't work. So I don't know. I don't want to grow too big to where, because then my anxiety and stress will just go through the roof. I mean, where I got it, where I just got to pay attention to a couple people throughout the day on top of myself. I mean, that's something I can handle and manage. So
I guess it's different, dealing with the stress of like the actual calls, like having to arrange for the parts, pick up parts, and make sure everybody's happy, make sure customers happy. To me, that's different than people who work for you. Do you feel that way? Do you feel like it's a separate issue, a separate way to deal with things? Because it seems like people that work for you cause a different kind of headache to me. I just felt like the whole time it's like, I'm going to have to watch this guy. This guy's going to blow up the house or something like that. I wasn't a very good boss, though, I don't think.
I mean, luckily, like Colby is. I mean, he's been working for me for 9 years now, and I mean, I've known him since he was 15, and so because he went to high school, a couple of my kids.
Oh, it's like family.
So,
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like family at this point. So like, I mean, I trained him from scratch. He was green as could be, and I mean, I rely on him for a lot of stuff. I mean, he's a very good technician. I mean, I can give him 7-8 service calls in a day, and he'll go knock through them. And granted, I can do them a lot faster just because that's just the way I am. I mean, I get in, I
you're
get out,
the
and I keep
best
moving.
that's ever been. I like that, like a movie. The best that's ever been. Charleston was alone without him. Yeah. Well, and that's good. I mean, that's almost like not even like the employee I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the guy you hire. Your business has been open for 10 years. You hire him. All of a sudden, he's late for work like 5 days in a row by like 2 minutes. But for me, like, if you're not getting to work on time or slightly before, it's almost like they're spitting in your face.
That is such a pet peeve. Such a pet peeve to me. I mean, you grew up the same way I did. I mean, if you're at work on time, you're late. I mean, so I mean,
Yeah.
if your day is supposed to start at 7:30, you should be outdoor and on the road like 7:20, 7:15. I mean, not walking out the door at 7:40. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, my kid upstairs has got an issue with that I'm dealing with right now that I'm trying to. But
it's tough.
but
It's a mentality, you know.
we'll work through it. I mean, so
You make it work. I mean, you toss the kid out or nothing like that. No, that won't happen. Who knows?
No.
I might toss a kid out. I don't know. Depends on what they depends on what they do next. You know.
See, you got it lucky. You got a kid going into military and 2 going into college. So like, you know, they're
Yeah, get out of here. You know, it's like, all right, we need some alone time. We haven't had it in 20 years. You know, we need some alone time. Besides their yearly date. You know what I'm saying? But what's funny is here's how I see it. You know, you got a guy who comes to work, gets there late. All right. The guy nowadays says, I left in plenty of time to get here, but there was traffic I didn't account for, so I'm late. And then the guy back in the day is like, I'm leaving early because I'm allowing for problems, because if I have problems before I get to work, that's not work's problem. It's my problem.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's a different mentality, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. The way I look at it is, you know, if you see, because, you know, I mean, we all use the same dispatch program, so everybody sees the amount of calls they have for the day before the day even gets started. I mean, they can see Monday's calls now if they wanted to look at them. I mean, but, you know,
nobody wants that. Who would want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, if you know you got, you know, 5, 6 service calls to do, I mean, the earlier it gets started, the earlier it'll be done. I mean, that's the way I've always looked at it. So, I mean, if you want to do stuff on your own in the afternoons and evenings, get an early start, get your butt out the door and get moving. I mean,
yeah, I like service calls anyway. Service calls are fun.
I love service calls.
You never know what's going to happen. I love that part.
It's different in every single house you go to.
Absolutely. I mean, know what the same is every time? Install. It's the same every time. It never changes.
That's why I don't like new construction. That's why I don't. I mean, I did that when I first started in the industry, and being in the same place for 7-8 hours a day it's so boring and tedious to me. And I'm just like, I love going to different. It's different at every single house you go to. I mean, there's nothing is exactly the same.
Absolutely. A lot of time you can be a hero too, so that's good too. You know, they leave, they have air conditioning. It's cooling off now. You have your hand over the condenser. It's doing fine now, ma'am. It's good. You know, that'll be $350.